Chosen one, pause. Listen. Do not scroll past this. Stop what you are doing. Silence the room. Silence your thoughts. Listen, not with your ears, but with your spirit. The very fact that you are hearing this voice right now, at this exact moment in your life, is not an accident. Let that sink into the deepest part of your soul. Your presence here, at this intersection of time and eternity, is not a coincidence. It is not a random occurrence in your feed. It is not a glitch in the algorithm. This is a divine appointment. This is a scheduled meeting. This is a moment that was marked on your spiritual calendar before you were even formed. Heaven has orchestrated this. The creator of the universe, the architect of your destiny, has moved heaven and earth to ensure that your eyes would see this and your ears would hear this right now. You were summoned here. You were called here. You were guided here. Every delay you experience today, every red light, every sudden urge to check your phone, every thought that distracted you, every path that was blocked, it was all part of a divine rerouting. It was all designed to lead you to this singular, sacred, and holy moment. You are not here by chance. You are here by divine, sovereign design. This is an appointment you could not miss. Even if you had tried, you would have ended up here. This moment was inevitable. This is a sacred interruption to your regular day. An interruption designed to shift your entire reality, to change your perspective, and to deliver a message that your spirit has been crying out for. Do not doubt this. Do not dismiss this as mere chance. This is a divine appointment. Why? Why all of this? Why has heaven itself orchestrated this moment? Because a message of profound, critical importance must be delivered to you. A decree from the high heavens must be spoken over your life. Listen to me. A supernatural promotion is beginning. I repeat, a supernatural promotion is activating in your life right now as you hear these words. The very reason you were called to this divine appointment, the reason heaven moved mountains to get your undivided attention, is to deliver this one, life-altering, season-shifting message. Your season of testing is officially over. Let that echo in your spirit. The long, agonizing, relentless period of trial, it is finished. The examination that you thought would never, ever end, the spiritual battle that drained you of all your strength, the test of your faith, the test of your endurance, the test of your character, the test of your integrity, it is concluded. The gavel has fallen. The verdict has been read. The case is closed. And the declaration from the throne room of heaven is, you passed. You did it. You made it. You endured. You did not break. You did not quit. You held on. This is not a promise of what times will happen. This is not a prophecy of a future event. This is a declaration of what has happened. The test is over. The graduation has come. The grades are in. You passed. This is the divine interruption you have been praying for. This is the sign you have been begging God for. This is the confirmation that your struggle, your pain, your tears, your isolation, your silent battles, they were not in vain. They were not for nothing. You are not here by accident. You are here to receive your graduation papers. You are here to be told that the war is over. The battle is won. The door to the next level, the one that was sealed shut, is now opening wide for you. This is a divine appointment. This is not a coincidence. This is the moment everything changes. This is the moment you transition from test taker to title holder. This is the moment you move from trial to triumph. This is the moment you step out of the furnace and into the palace. A supernatural promotion is beginning. This is not a small shift. This is not a minor adjustment. This is a quantum leap. This is a divine acceleration. This is a complete paradigm shift in your spiritual and your natural reality. What you have been fighting for, what you have been weeping over, what you have been questioning, it was all part of the examination. It was all necessary for the graduation, and you passed. Heaven saw your integrity. Heaven saw your resilience. Heaven saw you stand when everything and everyone told you to fall. Heaven saw you whisper, "I still believe," in the dark, when your circumstances screamed, "Give up." Heaven saw you hold on to your faith when you had every reason to let it go. And because you held on, because you did not break, because you did not curse the process. Heaven is now promoting you. This is your moment. This is your decree. This is not an accident. This is a divine appointment. And the message is clear, chosen one. The test is over. The promotion is here. You are probably wondering, is this real? Is this truly for me? Yes, this is for you. This is precisely why you couldn't scroll. This is why you paused. Your spirit recognized this appointment before your mind did. Your soul knew this was the moment of your release, the moment of your vindication. This is the most important message you will receive this year. It is not a coincidence. It is not random. It is a divine, holy, and sacred appointment. A supernatural promotion is beginning. A supernatural shift is occurring. Your season of testing, the hardest, most grueling, most painful test of your entire life, is officially, finally, and completely over. You have passed. Welcome to your new season. Welcome to your promotion. Welcome to the reward. Do not doubt what you are hearing. Do not let the enemy sow seeds of confusion or unbelief. This moment is sealed. This word is for you. This was not an accident. This was not coincidence. This was a divine appointment. Heaven itself has orchestrated this entire moment simply to announce your victory. The test is over. The promotion is beginning. The struggle has ended. The new level is starting. This is your validation. This is your confirmation. This is your release. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine design. This is a divine appointment, and the decree has been sent forth from the heavens. The test is over. You have passed. Your supernatural promotion is beginning right now. And now, chosen one, let us speak the truth about that season you are finally leaving behind. Let us be honest about the test that has just ended. You have felt exhausted, utterly and completely drained. You have felt trapped in what seemed like an endless spiritual examination. You have been fighting every single day, wondering, begging, pleading to know when the battle would finally end. You've looked up to heaven with tears in your eyes and said, God, I am so tired. I am tired of fighting. I am tired of being strong. I am tired of enduring. When will this be over? Every delay felt like a failure. Every rejection felt like a judgment. Every silent prayer felt like an unanswered question on the most important test of your life. You have felt unseen in your struggle. People see you walking. They see you functioning. They see you smiling. But they have no idea the effort it takes for you to just get out of bed. They don't see the silent tears you've cried in your car, in the shower, in the middle of the night. They don't feel the weight that you have been carrying. You have felt misunderstood. You have felt isolated. You have felt alone in the battle. It felt like every time you thought you crossed the finish line, another test began. Every time you thought you found peace, another storm appeared on the horizon. It was a relentless, agonizing cycle. You looked at your life and you wondered, what did I do wrong? Why is this happening to me? You searched your own heart. You replayed your past. And you became convinced that this hardship, this intense and painful season, was a punishment. You thought God was penalizing you for a past mistake, that this trial was your sentence. But I am here today at this divine appointment as a messenger of heaven to tell you the truth. Asterisk, asterisk. It's not punishment. It's preparation. Asterisk, asterisk. Let that sink into your spirit. This was not a penalty. It was a prerequisite. God was not paying you back for your past. He was preparing you for your future. This test was not to break you. It was to build times you. This entire season was a divine preparation for the promotion that you are now stepping into. You were being prepared for the weight of the glory, the weight of the new authority, the weight of the new mantle. You were not being punished, chosen one. You were being prepared. You looked at all the doors that slammed shut in your face, the opportunities that vanished, the people who walked away, the promises that fell through. It stung, it hurt, and it felt, in every fiber of your being, like rejection. You felt rejected by people, rejected by the system, and maybe even rejected by God. But the voice of heaven declares today, asterisk, asterisk. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Asterisk, asterisk. Every door that closed was a mercy. Every person who left your life was making room for who is meant to be there. God had to use the no from men to steer you away from the dead ends. He had to redirect you from the path that you times thought was best, to protect you and guide you toward the divine path that He knew was yours. That closed door was not rejection. It was divine redirection toward your graduation. You felt the darkness, the pressure, the silence. You felt the weight of the world on top of you, pushing you down until you could barely breathe. You looked at your situation and you said, "I am being buried alive. This is the end. This is my grave." But chosen one, listen to me. Asterisk, asterisk. You weren't being buried. You were being planted. Asterisk, asterisk. The difference is intention. A grave is the end of a story. A seed is the beginning of a story. All that darkness, all that pressure, all that dirt that was thrown on you, it was not meant to suffocate you. It was necessary to germinate you. You had to be planted in the dark so you could develop the roots necessary to handle the height you are about to go to. You weren't dying. You were germinating. You were not being buried. You were being planted for a harvest. And in that darkness, in that pressure, nothing made sense. It felt like chaos. It was a whirlwind of confusing events, contradictory emotions, and relentless problems. You looked at the pieces of your life and they were scattered everywhere. It was just confusion. But the Spirit of God says, asterisk, asterisk. It's not confusion, it's construction. Asterisk, asterisk. You were not falling apart. You were being taken apart, so you could be put back together in the image of your destiny. God, the master builder, was dismantling your old life. He was breaking up the flawed foundations of your old beliefs, your old habits, your old self. It felt like chaos, but it was the necessary noise of a construction site. He was building your character. He was forging your resilience. He was constructing a new version of you, a version strong enough, wise enough, and humble enough to pass this test and receive the promotion. And finally, the worst part of it all, the delay, the waiting, the agonizing, soul-crushing passage of time. Weeks turned into months, months turned into years, and you were still in the same battle. The delay felt like denial. It felt like God had forgotten you. It felt like your graduation would never come. But hear the word of the Lord today. Asterisk, asterisk. The delay was your protection. Asterisk, asterisk. The delay was not God saying no. It was God saying, not yet. You are not ready for the weight of this blessing. The delay was His mercy. If He had promoted you a year ago, you would have collapsed under the pressure. If He had given you the victory then, the enemy would have stolen it. The delay was your training ground. The delay was your protection. The delay was, in itself, the final part of the test. He was testing your endurance. He was testing your faith. And chosen one, you passed. You did not break. You did not quit. It was not punishment. It was preparation. It was not rejection. It was redirection. You were not being buried. You were being planted. It was not confusion. It was construction. And the delay was your divine protection. You have been prepared, redirected, planted, constructed, and protected, and now you are being promoted. And so, let us speak of this test, this examination that you have just passed. The storm is over. The spiritual typhoon that was sent to rip you from your foundations has passed. The winds have ceased. The rain has stopped. The waters are receding. What you have just endured was not simply another problem. It was not just a bad season or a run of bad luck. No, this was different. You felt it in your spirit. This was a final examination. This was the test of your endurance. This was the test of your faith. This was the test of your character. This test was designed, orchestrated, and permitted to answer one single question. Are they ready for what I have prepared for them? Let me be clear. The battle wasn't meant to break you. The fire was never intended to destroy you. It was meant to times you. It was meant to forge you. It was meant to refine you into the person capable of carrying the new mantle that is being placed upon your shoulders. So, what was this test? First, it was a test of your endurance. Heaven was watching. The question was, will they last? Will they outlast the storm? Will they endure the silence when I do not speak? Will they endure the delay when the promise does not manifest? Will they endure the pressure when the enemy attacks from every side? Or will they quit? It was a test of your faith. The question was, will they still believe my promise when all the evidence in their natural world screams the opposite? Will they still call themselves blessed when they feel cursed? Will they still declare I am healed when their body is in pain? Will they still declare I am victorious when they are surrounded by defeat? Will they trust me in the dark? And it was a test of your character. This was the hardest part of the exam. The question was, will they become bitter? Will they allow this trial to poison their heart? Will they become angry, cynical, and cruel? Will they compromise their integrity to get a moment of relief? Will they cut corners? Will they betray their own values to escape the pain? Will they start to treat others badly because they, themselves, are hurting? It was a test of endurance, faith, and character. And chosen one, I am here at this divine appointment to deliver your results. The decree has come forth from the throne room. You passed. You passed. You are here. You are listening to this message. You are still breathing. You are still standing. You passed. How did you pass? You passed because you did not quit. You held on. You held on when every fiber of your being, every voice in your head, and every person around you was screaming, "Let go! Give up! It's not worth it! It's over!" But something in you, the divine spark, the chosen spirit within you, refused. You held on. You passed because you got up on the mornings when your soul felt too heavy to even move. You got up when depression was sitting on your chest. You got up when anxiety was screaming in your ear. You got up and you faced another day, even when you had no strength left. Your resilience was your passing grade. You passed because you did not let the test change your character. You did not let the bitterness of the world poison your spirit. You remained kind when you were treated with cruelty. You remained honest when you were surrounded by deception. You maintained your integrity when no one was watching. You refused to curse God. You may have cried. You may have questioned. You may have wept. But you did not let go of your faith. In the deepest, darkest night of your soul, you still managed to whisper, "I still trust you." And because you held on, because you did not quit, because you endured, because your faith, even the size of a mustard seed, did not die, because your character was proven, heaven itself is declaring, you have graduated. Let that word sink into your spirit. Asterisk, asterisk, graduated, asterisk, asterisk. You are no longer a student of that trial. You are a graduate. You have learned the lesson. You have passed the exam. The season is over. That specific curriculum is finished. You will never have to take that test again. You have mastered it. This is why the promotion is here. This is why the shift is happening. You cannot pass an examination of this magnitude and remain on the same level. It is a spiritual impossibility. The test itself was the gateway. Your endurance was the key. Your passing grade was the code that unlocked the door to your next dimension. So, what does this graduation mean? It means, first, the arrival of peace. The war is over. The battle is done. The test is finished. You can finally breathe. You can finally rest. A supernatural peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that you have not felt in months or even years, is now settling over your heart, your mind, and your home. The striving is over. The fight is done. The peace is your first reward. Second, it means the release of your reward. The universe is a system of justice. Heaven keeps perfect records. Every tear you cried has been bottled. Every silent prayer has been recorded. Every sacrifice you made in secret has been seen in the open. And now, the reward for your endurance, the compensation for your pain, the divine payback for what the enemy stole, it is being released. A supernatural transfer of reward is being processed for you because you passed the test. Finally, it means promotion. You have been promoted to a new level, a new sphere of authority, a new dimension of anointing and influence. You proved you could be trusted in the fire, so now you will be trusted with the influence. You proved you were faithful in the trial, So now you will be made ruler over new territory. You are not the same person you were when you entered this test. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are purer. You are proven. And because you are proven, you are being promoted. The battle wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to prove times you. And you, chosen one, are proven. You are fire-tested. You are battle-ready. You are heaven-approved. You have passed the test. You have graduated. And your new season, your season of peace, reward, and promotion begins now. You might be sitting there, listening to this, and your mind is filled with doubt. You're thinking, this sounds good. This sounds hopeful. But how can you possibly know? How can you know what I've been through? How can you declare with such certainty that my test is over? I understand your skepticism. I honor your doubt, because I know that your test was so severe. It has trained you to be cautious with hope. You have been disappointed too many times. You have believed for a breakthrough that didn't come, and it broke your heart. So let me be clear. I am not speaking to you today from a place of theory. I am not delivering a message I read in a book. I am not repeating something I merely heard. I am speaking to you today from a place of testimony. I can speak about this test because I am a graduate of it. I know the exhaustion you felt. I have lived that season. I know that silence. I know it intimately. I know the sound of 3 a.m. prayers that seem to hit the ceiling and bounce right back. I know what it feels like to cry out to God and hear nothing but the echo of your own pain. I know that season of spiritual isolation where you feel completely and totally alone, abandoned by the very one you trusted the most. I have lived there. I know what it feels like to be in an endless examination. I remember my own final test. It was a season where everything in my life that could be shaken was shaken. My finances, my relationships, my health, my mind. Everything was under attack, all at once. It was not a battle. It was a war. I remember begging for the battle to end. I remember bargaining with God. I said, I will do anything. I will go anywhere. Just make this stop. I cannot take this anymore. But the test continued. The fire got hotter. The pressure intensified. I know what it feels like to be misunderstood. I remember the people who judged me in my trial. The people who gave me easy answers, who told me I must have sinned or that I didn't have enough faith. They had no idea the war I was fighting on the inside just to stay alive. They saw the outside, but they couldn't see the internal crucifixion. I know that loneliness. I know the feeling of confusion, the feeling of your life being a construction site, just as I told you. My own life was dismantled, piece by painful piece. I didn't recognize myself. I didn't understand the plan. It felt like chaos. It felt like punishment. I remember the day I hit the bottom. I was so exhausted, so broken, so utterly defeated that I finally said the words I swore I never would. I quit. I'm done. You win. I cannot fight this anymore. If this is my life, I don't want it. I remember losing everything. I lost my confidence. I lost my joy. I lost my sense of purpose. I lost relationships. I lost money. I lost my reputation. I was completely stripped bare. I looked at my life, and it was a pile of ashes. I was convinced, just as you were, that I was being buried. I was in my grave, but then something happened. Just when I thought I was at my end, just when I had no fight left, just when I had fully surrendered to the grave, the silence broke. The storm didn't just end, it evaporated. A peace that made no logical sense fell over me. It was in that moment of total loss, in that grave, that I finally understood. Asterisk, asterisk, I wasn't being buried. I was being planted. Asterisk, asterisk. All that loss, all that pain, all that confusion, it was my preparation. It was my redirection. It was my construction. The delay was my protection. I had to lose everything I times thought, times I was, to become the person God times knew, times I was. I had to be emptied of my own strength so I could be filled with His. I had to be proven in the fire. I was in my final exam, and in that moment of total surrender, that moment I finally let go and said, I trust you even in this grave. I passed. I am standing here today, not as someone who times avoided times the test, but as someone who times survived times it. I am living proof that this test is survivable. I am living proof that what I am telling you is the truth. And I am here to tell you, as one graduate to another, what happens next. After I passed, the promotion came. After the stripping, the new mantle came. After the chaos, the new authority came. After the war, the peace came. The peace that I have now is not a fragile peace. It's a proven peace. It's a peace that was forged in the fire, and the fire cannot burn it. The authority I walk in now is not a borrowed authority. It's an earned authority. It was earned in the trenches of my test. So when I tell you that your test is over, I am not guessing. When I tell you that you have passed, I am not just trying to make you feel good. When I tell you that your promotion is here, I am not giving you false hope. I am speaking to you as a witness. I am a messenger sent from the other side of the test, sent back into the examination room to find you, to pick you up and to tell you, it's over. You did it. You passed. I know your pain because it was my pain. I know your exhaustion because it was my exhaustion. And I know your victory because it is now my victory. I am a living, breathing testimony of the very word that is being spoken to you today. This is not theory. This is my testimony. I lived that season. I survived that test. And I was promoted. And now, it is your turn. And now, chosen one, we come to the most important part of this divine appointment. We come to the why. Why did you have to endure all of that? Why was the test so severe? Why did the preparation have to be so painful? It was for this. It was for the promise. It was for the promotion. It was for the reward that you are now qualified to receive. The promotion is beginning. The transfer of your rewards is being activated in the realm of the Spirit. As you are listening to these words, the divine accounts are being settled. The storehouses of heaven are being opened over your life. The season of preparation is over. The season of receiving has begun. What is this reward? What is this promotion that heaven has authorized for you? First, and most importantly, the reward is peace. The promotion is to a new level of supernatural peace that surpasses all human understanding. The war is over. The striving is finished. The test is concluded. You can finally times breathe. Receive that peace right now. The chronic anxiety that has been your companion for years. It is lifting. The 3 a.m. panic attacks. They are ceasing. The spirit of heaviness that sat on your chest. It is being broken. This is not a fragile peace. This is not a temporary ceasefire. This is a proven peace. This is a peace that was forged and tested in the hottest fires of your life, and it did not break. It is an unshakable, unmovable, resilient peace. It is the peace of a graduate. It is the peace of a proven warrior who knows the battle is truly won. This peace is your first and greatest inheritance. Second, the promotion is to a new level of favor and recognition. Your test was in private, but your graduation will be public. The season of being unseen, overlooked, misunderstood, and rejected is over. The same people who judged you in your test will now have to witness your promotion. Heaven is releasing a supernatural favor upon you. This is the reward. Doors that were violently slammed shut in your face will now swing open wide on their own accord. People who refused to take your call will now be the ones trying to get access to you. This is the divine vindication you have been praying for. This is the recognition. You are being moved from the back of the line to the front. You are being seated at new tables. You are being given access to rooms you were never qualified for before. Why? Because your test was your qualification. Your endurance was your resume. Your character was your letter of recommendation. And now, the favor of God is resting on you, and it will distinguish you. Third, the promotion is to a new level of authority and influence. You did not just times pass times a test. You times graduated times to a new rank. You have been given a new mantle of spiritual authority. Listen to me. The very things that were sent to test you will now be under your authority. The spirit of fear that tormented you, you now have authority over it. The cycle of lack that tried to break you, you now have authority over it. The confusion that tried to bury you, you now have authority over it. You have been promoted. You are not the same person you were. You are a graduate. You are a proven warrior. And with this new rank comes new influence. When you speak, heaven will back your words. When you decree a thing, it shall be established. This is the access. This is the influence. This is the promotion, peace, favor, and authority. This is the threefold reward for your endurance. And now, you must understand the times of this transfer. This is a supernatural promotion. This is not a natural gradual climb up the ladder. This is a divine shift. This is the moment where asterisk, what took years will now happen in days. Asterisk. Let me say that again. What the enemy stole from you over times, years, times of testing, God is restoring in times, days, times of promotion. The peace that took you years to fight for, it will settle in your heart in a single moment. The favor that you have been striving for, it will land on you suddenly. The promotion that you have been waiting for, it is not coming one day. It is here, times now. Asterisk. This is a divine acceleration. This is a sudden shift. The long, slow, agonizing season of the test is over, and the fast, sudden, supernatural season of the promotion has begun. So, how do you activate this? How do you receive this promise? You must prepare your heart. You must prepare your heart to receive what you have been praying for. You cannot receive a promotion while still wearing the mindset of a test taker. You cannot walk in new authority while still speaking the language of a victim. The activation is in your agreement. The activation is in your posture. You must change your posture. Right now. Stop begging. Start receiving. Stop hoping. Start declaring. Your prayer changes now. Your prayer is no longer, God, when will this test be over? Your prayer is now, Father, I thank you that the test is over. I receive my promotion. I receive my peace. I receive my new authority. Asterisk. Use what's in your hands. Asterisk. What is in your hands? Your voice. Activate this promise with your voice. You must speak it to believe it. You must declare your own graduation. Prepare your heart. Prepare your mind. Prepare your home. Get ready. The transfer is beginning. The promotion is activating. The peace is flooding your soul. The favor is surrounding you like a shield. The new authority is settling upon your shoulders. The test is over. The reward is here. Receive your graduation, chosen one. Receive it. Now, chosen one, if this message resonated with you, if this divine appointment spoke to the deepest parts of your soul, if you felt a shift, a release, or a divine confirmation in your spirit as you listened to these words, then this is not the end of the message. This is the beginning of your activation. This is the moment where you seal the prophetic word over your life. You have been called to this divine appointment to receive your graduation papers. The test is over. The promotion is here. The peace, the favor, the new authority, it has all been authorized and released to you from the throne room of heaven. But it must be received. It must be claimed. A promise that is not received remains dormant. You must make a conscious, spiritual, and physical act of agreement. You must participate in this promotion. You must transition your posture from waiting for the test to end to walking in the victory. Your voice, your words, and your actions are the keys that activate this divine transfer. So right now, I want you to make a public declaration. This act is not for me. It is for you. This is you serving notice to the spiritual realm, to the enemy that tested you, and to your own subconscious mind, that the old season is times over asterisk. In the comment section below, I want you to type, with all the faith and authority you can muster, these three powerful words. Asterisk. I have passed. Asterisk. As you type those words, I have passed. I want you to feel the weight of that test lifting off your shoulders. You are closing the door on that season forever. You are finalizing the grade. You are signing your own spiritual graduation papers. You are agreeing with heaven's decree. You are declaring that the struggle, the confusion, the pain, the isolation, the preparation, the redirection, it was all part of the curriculum, and that curriculum is now complete. Do it right now. Type asterisk, asterisk. I have passed. Asterisk, asterisk. Second, you must not only acknowledge the end of the test, you must actively receive the reward. If you are ready to receive the harvest for what you sowed in tears, if you are ready to walk in the new level of peace, favor, and authority, I want you to make another declaration. In the comments, type asterisk, asterisk, I receive my promotion. Asterisk, asterisk. When you type I receive my promotion, you are opening your hands. You are telling heaven, I am ready. I am prepared. I accept the new mantle. I accept the new responsibility. I accept the new favor. I accept the peace that surpasses all understanding. This is your moment of activation. This is you agreeing with the divine transfer. Do not let this moment pass you by. Comment asterisk, asterisk. I receive my promotion. Asterisk, asterisk. Now, as a prophetic sign, as a numerical seal of completion, new beginnings, and the end of a long cycle, I want you to flood the comments with the number of divine completion. Comment the number asterisk, asterisk 999, asterisk, asterisk. Let this be a sign to the algorithm and a sign to all the other chosen ones here that a wave of graduates is rising. Let the enemy see a flood of 999 as a testimony that what was meant to break us has only promoted us. Comment asterisk, asterisk 999 asterisk, asterisk right now. For too long, your identity has been tied to your test. You identified with the struggle. You called yourself the one who is fighting, the one who is enduring, the one who is waiting. But that identity is now null and void. That was your old name. Your new name is graduate. Your new name is proven. Your new name is promoted. By commenting, I have passed. I receive my promotion. And 999, you are accepting your new title. You are stepping into your new identity. You are agreeing with the decree of heaven. Do not let this moment pass. Do not hear this word, feel the hope, and then scroll away and do nothing. That is the temptation of the old season, to remain a passive victim. But your new season, the season of promotion, requires activation. It requires you to times participate, times in your own victory. It requires you to times agree, times with the good news. This is your moment of agreement. Finally, this graduation is not just for you. You endured this test so that your life could be a testimony for others. There is someone connected to you right now who is in the middle of their times test. They are exactly where you were yesterday. They are exhausted. They are confused. They feel like quitting. They are praying for a sign. You are that sign. Asterisk, asterisk. Share this video. Asterisk, asterisk. Share this divine appointment. I want you to share this message with at least 3 people who you know are in a battle and need to hear that their test is coming to an end. When you share this, you are not just sharing a video. You are sharing your testimony. You are sharing the hope that pulled you through. You are activating your new mantle of authority by helping to set another captive free. Be the answer to someone else's prayer, just as this message, this divine appointment, was the answer to yours. This is the moment. The divine appointment is coming to a close. The transfer is active. The peace is available. The promotion is authorized. The only question left is, will you receive it? Go to the comments now. Seal this work. Comment asterisk, asterisk. I have passed. Asterisk, asterisk. Comment asterisk, asterisk. I receive my promotion. Asterisk, asterisk. Comment asterisk, asterisk. 999 asterisk, asterisk. And asterisk, asterisk. Share this video asterisk, asterisk to solidify your new mantle. You are not the same person you were when you clicked on this message. You are a graduate. The test is over. The hardest test of your life has just ended. And you, chosen one, you passed. Congratulations. Welcome to your new season.